especially if they want to get first hands. We know how good Judd and the boys are around the stoppages.
Petrie up in the ruck duel as well. Simpson quickly onto the boot. Brown comes out. Shinder taken out strongly as well. Heavy work going on from Beau Waters, and Lee Brown slow to get back to his feet. Cox with space. Hands off to Priddis. Gamer up under the target. Out on a long lead takes them up. Centering the ball. This is looking ominous now for the Eagles as Stengline goes to Lynch.
Well, that's the thing that West Coast are very good at this ground, is finding that space. They use that handball to great effect. They do go sideways for the first couple of handballs, and we see that good hit by Beau Waters. But it's just opening up the space. Very open forward line at that time for West Coast, so they'd be wanting to hope that that stays for the rest of the afternoon.
Well, Lynch has kicked 23 points with his 16 goals this season, kicked more points than any other player in the AFL, and his 41% conversion rate is the worst amongst leading goal kickers. Almost straight in front, stabbed at it a little, gave the umpire some work to do, but he's got the answer, and the Eagles get there first. It took 6 minutes.
That hasn't lasted all that long.
Cox and McIntosh go at it again. Judd snares the tap in advance of Simpson. Bangs West Coast forward to the half-forward line. Staker couldn't reel it in. Fletcher goes short. Charging out Lynch. Shut down by Farita. He's had a good season playing on much bigger opponents, and he has scored.
Find time and space.
Opportunity for the Eagles. As Braun from 55 looks for Quentin Lynch at the back. Strong mark. And an opportunity for the West Coast Eagles to extend their advantage.
Well, it's good play by West Coast here. Quick play on. Obviously, it was a bad kicking from the point there by the Kangaroos. But Rowan Jones found Michael Braun, who was out there by himself. But two key forwards up front. I mean, very hard to combat. And with Seabee down there, Cox they can rotate. Good start by Quentin Lynch.
One of only 3 West Coast Eagles players to play all 26 games last season. He managed 65 goals to lead the club tally, and he's on the board here quickly to get his second.
Finally, but done a 360 by that stage.
Cox into the back of Drew Petrie. It goes unwhistled. Now an opportunity for Braun. Sold Cox into trouble, though. Retreating, they're under pressure here, the West Coast Eagles. The Kangaroos fierce at the ball. Judd shrugs a tackle. Works it out wide. Daniel Chick gets it off quickly. Braun involved again. That's excellent work at close quarters as the West Coast Eagles handball their way out of trouble. Now they keep going with it. Rowan Jones, who loves to handball, works it over to Beau Waters, rebounding off the half-back line. Now an opportunity for Mitch Morton. Wheels around onto the right boot. Wirapunda takes it again.
Well, there's a mismatch there with Wirapunda.
Goes quickly, Lynch. Got there before Farito, and a free kick has been awarded by umpire Brett Roseberry.
Yeah, spot on, Jacko. That was probably a move that needs to be looked at. Daniel Pratt doesn't seem to have the speed to be able to get there. Well, it's a free kick. You can't do that. And when they get it in quickly, and we saw that they were prepared, the West Coast Eagles, to run it with handball from half-back, try to get it through the corridor. They look dangerous. The Kangaroos will be looking in that situation to push numbers back to clog up the space in front of Lynch and Wirapunda. But one of these blokes, and you know him better than I do, Lynch seems to be the sort of bloke, when he's on, he can kick him from anywhere.
Only at this stage.
Lynch tucked in on the boundary line. Gives it a ride, but he's missed to the near side. It's a minor score for the West Coast.
Put the mocker on him, Liam. We didn't say anything in his first 2 kicks.
Well, it wasn't an easy position to be kicking, but he is posing already a threat to the Kangaroos. And they've got their matchups right here too. The West Coast. Selwood on Brent Harvey, who's so important.
Frito running out of room, taken right to the boundary line, has given it up. Mark LeCras, who started on the bench, gets his first touch. Wirapunda available deep in the pocket. He's noticed him now. LeCras goes that way, and David Wirapunda has now taken his 4th mark inside the forward 50.
Well, the one thing I've noticed with West Coast this year, when they're on song, their forward line is very, very active. And obviously with David Wirapunda going up there, he adds that bit of spice where he's very mobile and he's very quick when he leads. But just too many options, West Coast, in their forward 50 at the minute. If the Kangaroos can get a turnover or rebound from that back 50, they got like we've got right here, this situation. They're going to make sure they hurt him the other end.
Quick hands from Mitchell Brown as he works the Eagles forward again. Lynch under pressure. LeCras gets involved. Here's Cox centering the ball dangerously. The Kangaroos, Brett Harvey is there in game number 150. Slows it down. Has Lynch out on the charge. Got some yards on Faria. Coming back with courage.
Daniel Pratt, wonderful courage, as it's called, John. But he's probably given away a free kick. He didn't really have his eyes on the ball, Pratt. Oh, he did, actually. That was a very brave piece of play, so might have got him a fraction high. Do you want that? Dean Laidley would be happy. We know he's had some trouble with Weirpunda, but that's what they'll need to do, the Kangas. They'll need to get back and help out. This bloke likes them from this range. Lynch.
2 goals already this afternoon for Quentin Lynch. He goes from 55. That stews off the side of the boot into the forward pocket. Gibson with a double fist. The minute mark of the first term. Eagles with a 15-point lead.
Yes, again.
And they go forward once more. Weirpunda knocks it over the back. Here's Lynch running onto the loose ball. Phones out the hand pass intended for Rowan Jones. Hunter getting involved. Judd taken down from behind, told to play on. Desperate work by the Kangaroos, and a free kick has now been awarded to them.
Against Judd there in the pack there. Bit of heavy work in that contest. Came through here. Rawlings was right on him. It was a good tackle.
He needs to go hard here. Casey